Opposite the line of direction of both the fullback and the halfback. It was basically almost a tight end or a wing reverse, and that time the Fairhaven defense fooled, picked up big yardage, and another first down.
And the Indian offensive line, of course, was blocking to the right, and the ball went to the left, and the Fairhaven defense went to the right as well. Big opening on the left-hand side.
Hand off to number 19, Shane Dakin. Plenty of room. He's got one tackle to beat. He's finally brought down at about the 5-yard line. A pickup of 22 yards on the play. And it's the game story right now. The Dartmouth offense just wearing down the Fairhaven defense. The Blue Devil defense been on the field much too long here in the first half.
That's why when the Fairhaven offense gets back on the field, they have to put together about 3 or 4 first downs. Hopefully a nice long drive to run some time off the clock, but also give the Fairhaven defense a big rest. They need one right now, and they're looking forward, I know, to halftime just to get some rest and try to regroup.
2 tight ends. Bob Balderson comes in from the Indians. The option to Civil. He's going to fumble the football, and the Fairhaven Blue Devils are going to recover. Number 14, Tim DeVignan. So a costly turnover by the Indians down at their own goal line, and there's a penalty mark on the play, and I believe number 12, Mark Civil, is going to get hit with an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. So tack on 15 yards, and the Fairhaven Blue Devils dodge a bullet.
Could be the turning point in this game if Fairhaven can put a touchdown together here. Big play, Dartmouth driving, defense falling apart, and then a big fumble on the part of the Indians, and then tack on another 15 yards for a late hit. The referee had blown the whistle, blown the play dead, and then Civil continues to pull DeVignan down to the ground. That's a no-no. That's 15 yards, and now the Blue Devils can try to put something together here, get some yardage, get some first downs, and hopefully get back into this ball game.
What you're seeing is a ghost.
This is insane. Who are you? You remember dying in the Knickerbocker Hospital emergency room?
This is crazy.
Transcending death can be a little tricky.
Lucy's life hasn't been the same since her death.
Returning from the dead was a cinch. Life is exhausting.
Shelley Long stars with Corbin Burnson in Hello Again.
You were D-E-A-D. By any chance, do you know what's happened on Knots Landing?
You'll see it only on Showtime. A mother and daughter haunted by a tragic past.
I'm just wrecked. But what's done is done. And if your life didn't turn out, don't keep accusing me.
And for the people caught in their crossfire, there's no escape from the present.
You made love together.
I didn't understand how vulnerable she was until it was too late.
Mia Farrow, Sam Waterston, and an all-star cast in a film by Woody Allen.
It's about, it's about everything.
September, a Showtime exclusive.
So the Blue Devils now have the football at their own 22-yard line. They'll come out with 2 tight end formation. The handoff to number 21, Sean Malamphy. He goes over the left side of his offensive line, picks up about 6 yards on the play. So Fairhaven successful on that first down play, picks up 6, and they'll be facing 2nd and 4.
First time today on first down, they've gained yardage, I would say, over the first downs that they've had throughout the game. They've lost a total of about 7 yards, and you don't want to see an offense start off that way. But this is a good start for the Blue Devils. They'll have it now 2nd and about 5.
Dartmouth in the 52. DeVignan, handoff, second back through. Number 21, Sean Malamphy, just running a straight blast over the left side of their offensive line. Picks up 6 yards, and the Fairhaven first down, their 3rd of the morning.
That's exactly what they have to do. Use what they've been using best all year long. That's the wishbone. And just picking up some big yards on the ground. 2 plays, another first down. Clock will continue to run, give the defense some rest, and hopefully they can put some first downs together and get into the end zone and make this game a little more interesting.
2 tight end formation. Fairhaven in the wishbone. Handoff, this time it's Langlois over the right side of his offensive line. Gets up to about the 35-yard line, a pickup of 2 yards on the play, and Fairhaven running behind the offensive line, doing a good job offensively for the Blue Devils. Matt Hendricks, Leo Pacheco, Aaron Ferlin, Rocky Costa, and Randy Early, who is starting today for the injured John Oliveira.
And the Blue Devils are looking for some confidence here, and the Indians have to think of themselves, okay, we can't let down. We're up by 16. We may feel comfortable with it, but we can't let down and let the Blue Devils score any points. We want the ball back.
First, second, and about 7. The option, Damon Desjardins has got room, and he's going to try and hurdle his way up to about the 38-yard line. In on the tackle, number 36, Steve Roberge, at 5'8", 140 pounds, and a senior. And the last 4 or 5 plays, too many secondary personnel making the tackles. That's something head coach Colin Lynch does not want to see.
Now he wants to see his big men up the middle stop it before he even gets into the secondary. I'd like to mention a big crowd on hand here today. Thanksgiving Day, always a popular game for Fairhaven and Dartmouth residents. They always turn out in droves, and they've done it again today. Standing room only in the end zone area here, and we'd like to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving.
DeVignan with a play action, and this time he's got a wide open receiver in Willett, and Willett lays a nice block to free DeVignan, and he's going to be brought down out of bounds at about the 45-yard line. That time it was number 71, Andy Simpson, trying to pursue DeVignan. Andy Simpson going at 6'4", 245 pounds, trying to catch the elusive Tim DeVignan at 5'11", 160. DeVignan able to escape the Indian pressure, had Willett wide open on the sideline, decided to turn it upfield himself, received a good block by Willett, and Fairhaven a big pickup and another first down.
That's one of the reasons I think DeVignan will be a very good quarterback next year. He has the smarts. He doesn't panic. He has some open ground. He's going to not be afraid to use it. That's what happened there.
First and 10 at the 45, 2 tight end look. Number 21, Sean Malafi, going over the left side of the offensive line. And the Fairhaven Blue Devils side, quite enthusiastic, and their players starting to feel some momentum as they're moving on the Indians. 3 minutes and 45 seconds remaining in the first quarter. And they took over after an Indian turnover deep in their own territory. Right now they have the football inside the 40-yard line, and more importantly, running some time off the clock. We're under 3.5 minutes. Once again, the Blue Devils, 2 tight ends. Langlois is the fullback. Handoff, second back through, number 21, Sean Malafi, picks up 3 or 4 yards, and once again, it's the Indian secondary coming up to make the tackle. Number 45, Todd Thatcher, number 36, Steve Roberge, in on the tackle also for the Indians, number 33, Jamie Dutra. Pickup of about 3 yards on the play. We'll call it 3rd and a long 2. Fairhaven, 2 tight ends, John Mills, Kevin Pierce. This time it's number 21, Sean Malafi, and it was number 71, Andy Simpson. They said, "How you doing, Mr. Malafi?" They met head on.
Boy, we heard that up here. I hope the mic picked that one up. That was a solid hit by Murphy. And Malafi is just going to be short of a first down, and no doubt Blue Devils are going to have to go for it here.
2 minutes, 29 seconds remaining. The Fairhaven Blue Devils will be facing a 4th down and about 1. And I know from standing up here amongst the Fairhaven throng of people here attending today's ball game, they want head coach Dana Almeida to go. I don't think there's any question Coach Almeida will go for it.
He has no reason not to go for it, actually. 4th down, they're looking just for some points. They'd like to get on the scoreboard. If they can get on the scoreboard here before the first half is over, they are very much still in this ball game. The defense has done a good job holding Dartmouth in their last 2 drives, and they've held them at bay actually throughout the second quarter. And I think that's a very big uplifting thought on the mind of these Fairhaven Blue Devils. Coming into the game, 16 points within the first 5 minutes. They must have been like, oh my God, this is going to be a long morning, a long Thanksgiving. Let's just go home and get to the turkey. But they've done a good job here in the second quarter. They've been composed this second quarter. And I think Coach Almeida will try to drive that into them, especially at halftime.
The Blue Devils have the football at just inside the Indian 36-yard line. 4th down and 1, and what do you anticipate here with head coach Dana Almeida's play selection?
I think the play selection has been basically right up the middle with Sean Malafi, and I think he's going to do that again with Sean just busting right up the middle. Hopefully the offensive line will open up just the smallest hole to pick up that 2 feet. That's all they need.
Football is on the left hash. Here we go! 4th down and inches, and the surge, Malamphy with a big Fairhaven first down, going behind the left side of the Blue Devil offensive line. 54, Aaron Furlan. 69, Randy Early with some big blocks up front. So the Blue Devils keep the drive alive with 2:26 remaining first half.
I guess my coaching aspirations are still intact after that call. But that's what Fairhaven's been doing through this whole drive, keeping it up the middle with Malamphy, as well as going outside with Davignon. And like I said, if things are working for you, keep it up.
Right now, play is stopped momentarily. I believe there are some problems with the chains. So the Blue Devils will huddle it up with 2:17 remaining. A very impressive drive. As you mentioned, the turnover could give Fairhaven some momentum, and they've responded after the turnover, the 15-yard penalty. They began this drive at their own 21-yard line, and they have marched all the way down inside the Indian 35.
The turnovers hurt them in the first quarter, and it may pay off for them here in the second quarter, as it had to be very uplifting for the Fairhaven Blue Devils when the Dartmouth Indians driving up by 16 points on the Fairhaven 5-yard line, then they give up the ball. That's going to be a big lift, and for the Fairhaven to say, all right, we got a chance now. We held them here. They made the mistake. Let's cash in on it, and that's what they're trying to do right now. But I think time is going to be a factor here. 2 minutes and 17 seconds. Fairhaven has 4 timeouts to go in the first half. They've already used one. They're going to have to use the timeouts, yet use their running game, which will be keeping the ball in the middle of the field. So that's going to be a factor. I think time, 2 minutes and 17 seconds, may not be enough time, but I think Coach Almeida will use his timeouts and use them wisely.
Surgery on the chain, successful. We're almost set to get underway. Number 19, Jay Charbonneau, is split out wide to the left. Fairhaven once again in the wishbone. Davignon pivots, and he's going to roll to his right, and he's looking for number 21, Sean Malamphy, and he's got him out of bounds at the 25-yard line, and that will be close to another first down. So with exactly 2 minutes remaining in the first half, Fairhaven has picked up yet another first down, or we're going to have to wait and see. The officials are going to indeed call for the chains, so a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and good job of pass protection by that Fairhaven offensive line.
And again, a lot of young quarterbacks in their sophomore, junior year would have, under that pressure, just buckled under the pressure, went down. Davignon said, no, I've got some room over here to the right-hand side. Went over and found Malamphy open on the right side, and Malamphy picked up 10 yards, and I think it's going to be a first down.
Great pass by Davignon, rolling out to the right, and it was able to hit number 21, Sean Malamphy, coming out of the backfield. Extremely well-timed pattern, as the Blue Devils are going to be just inches short of a first down. The Indians leading 16-0. 2 minutes straight up first half.
I think if Coach Almeida has a trick play, this is the best time to use it. Second down, short. If it doesn't work, you've still got 2 tries to get the first down. So I think Coach Almeida may pull out a trick play here to try to get some points on the board and try to catch the Dartmouth Indians off guard.
Head coach Kylan Lynch talking with his defensive leader, number 56, Sean Raposa, senior linebacker. One of the 4 captains for the Dartmouth High School Indians, along with Mark Civil, John Berkness, Andy Simpson. First down, or check that, second down and inches. Ball just inside the 25. Davignon indeed going for the home run ball, and he's got room to run. He fakes the throw, tucks it up, and he is finally going to be brought down at about the 20-yard line. And it will be a Fairhaven first down, but it was kept inbounds. Therefore, the clock will only stop momentarily to move the chains. 1 minute and 52 seconds remaining. Head coach Dana Almeida has to be quick with his play selection.
And he's going to be sending in Nelson Willett with that play, and I'm surprised Fairhaven did not take a timeout. They've got plenty of time, 1:45 on the clock. I think if they keep this ball in the middle of the field here, they will call timeout and stop the clock.
The ball on the left hash. Davignon at quarterback, split out wide to the right, will be Nelson Willett. Davignon with a play action, looking, firing downfield, and it is intended for Willett, but it is broken up by number 11, Chris Morris. Davignon had number 31, Nelson Willett, man-on-man with Chris Morris, but it was Morris doing an outstanding job, the 5'9" 137-pound senior, breaking it up at the last moment.
He had Willett open in the end end zone, but Morris wasn't looking. Morris just happened to turn around at the right time and tip the ball away. So the clock will automatically stop for the Blue Devils. They won't have to use one of their timeouts. They still have 4 remaining. With 1:26 to go, I think Fairhaven's going to look to get some points on the board. And I think if they do, they'll be right back in this game.
Number 21, Sean Malamphy, out on a wing to the right. Split out wide to the left, Jay Charbonneau, and DeVignan on a design roll, looking downfield, and he is going to tuck